Day trading is a lot easier than you think once you identify and understand this one point that I'm going to talk about in today's video. Guys, my name is D. Anthony with evolutiontraders.com, full-time options trader as well as funded futures traders with Apex and Top Step. I've been in this business for 9 years now. 6 of those years have been profitable, where I'm able to kind of do this for a living now. And now I also teach and educate and stuff at Evolution Traders. But with that being said, one of the biggest downfalls, or one of the biggest, concepts that I want you guys to kind of wrap your heads around is that you are truly not letting yourself be profitable because you are frankly rewarding bad habits. You are not doing the necessary steps that you need to do on a day in and day out basis to be allowed to be profitable. And what does that mean? Forget about all the strategies out there. There's thousands of them. And quite frankly, all of them have some type of edge where they do work. Whether you're looking at a chart with a million things on it or you're looking at a blank chart, there's a little bit of an edge if you know how to read the markets and make some decisions in real time. So we're not going to be talking about strategy. What we're going to be talking about you individually as a person and a trader. Now, one thing that I do see a lot of traders do is, they hang their heads and they blame the markets and they blame the indicator, or, they blame the strategy. And then when they have a good winning day, it's like, yeah, because I've been doing this for so long, I've been learning, it's my strategy. It's because I learned from this person, or it's because I watched this video, or it's because I watched, read this book or whatever. You guys are so pumped up, but you're not really understanding that you're probably reinforcing bad trading habits. So when you do have those downfalls and those pitfalls where you have those losing trades, those bad days, those losing streaks, everything just comes crumbling down because you don't really have a foundation. Now, this may strike some people, a little bit wrong, but to be honest, you are too soft. Like, you are too soft. And it's a problem that I personally think, and again, I'm not saying that I'm the most, hard, rough-edged person out there where I'm the strongest mentally or nothing like that. But I do have a little bit of a firm grip on what exactly is going on in my day-to-day life as well as my trading. And a lot of traders are too soft. You guys are looking for the perfect indicator. You need to know every single thing about one particular strategy. And if, one time where maybe you should have taken the trade and you didn't take the trade and that strategy proved failed, that it's no good. Guys, you're never going to have the perfect strategy or 100% win rate. Get that through your heads right now. You are never going to come to a point where everything just looks so clear in the market and you guys are never going to have a downfall or a down day or a down week or down quarter. It's part of the game. But what I mean by you're too soft is that you are not holding yourself accountable for the mistakes that you're making. I want to put something into perspective for you right now. If, for example, you break your trading rules on trade number 1 that you take in the day, pull the plug. Okay, pull the plug, because you had a specific job to do. That was to wait for something to happen in your process and take the trade. Set a stop loss, manage your risk, take your profits, whatever the case may be. If you broke any one of those rules in your trading process, pull the plug, you are fired. Come back tomorrow and do it again. You don't have the luxury to trade if you can't do things correctly. Let me say that again. If your trading plan, let's say you're trading for a prop firm, let's say your trading plan says that you cannot trade any more than 5 contracts. Let me ask you this. In your trading plan, do you have a maximum number of contracts that you cannot trade over? Because if you do not, then you should not be trading at all, period, to begin with. In your trading plan, it needs to have a defined level of contracts that you can trade based on your stop loss, based on that amount of risk. So if you don't even have that, period, you should not even be taking any trades whatsoever. I don't care if you're paper trading. I don't care if you're trading for a prop firm. I don't care if it's an evaluation. I don't care if it's your personal cash and hard-earned money. You should not be trading. But let's say that you do. Let's say that the number of contracts that is in your specific trading plan is I cannot trade any more than 5 micro contracts on the NASDAQ. Let's say, for example, you get to a point in time in the day where you're green or you're profitable or you're red, I don't really care, and you put a trade for 6 contracts. or you take a trade with one mini contract, pull the plug, you're done trading on the day. Let's say, for example, based on your risk to reward strategy, you have a 25-point stop loss on the NQ. And based on that particular stop loss, you don't want to lose any more than $100 on the trade. Okay, that's in your rules. It's in your trading plan. Let's say, for example, you put on a trade for 4 contracts. You are fired. You just broke your trading rules. Pull the plug, come back tomorrow. What if your platform made you physically type in your trading rules? If my particular trade that I am in hits a 1-to-1 profit target, I have to, even if I'm trading more than one contract, I have to sell one contract. Let's say I'm trading 2. Okay, let's say I took a trade. I'm looking for a 25-point risk for a 25-point reward. And I'm looking to, in my trading plan, at least take something off the table. If it's not the whole thing, at least one of those 2 contracts off the table at 25 points. And let's say, for example, it goes up to 25 points. You don't sell because you said the market looks great. Maybe I can get some more off this trade. And it goes up to 30 points and then comes all the way back down to break even. You just broke a trading rule. If you break one trading rule, do not look at the markets like, oh, shucks, like it's the market's fault again. No, it's your fault. It's your fault that the market came back. Well, what if I, would have held the trade longer? It came back, 2 hours later and I would have made money. It doesn't matter. That's not in your trading plan. What's in your trading plan? If your trading plan says to take partials or take full at 1-to-1, and you do not do it, you are not allowed to trade. What if your broker or your platform or your evaluation account did not let you trade because you personally broke a rule? Now, do you think any platform or any evaluation company out there is going to do that? Of course not. Why? Because they know the majority of you are not going to stick to the plan. They know the majority of you have bad habits. They know the majority of you out there are undisciplined, and you are dying to, whether you believe it or not, you are dying to just forfeit and donate your money to the markets because you are hoping that something happens and hoping that something changes without actually making the correction, right? So put yourself in that scenario. Put yourself in that scenario. If you break a trading rule, you do not deserve to trade. I don't care. This is a serious business. This is a professional business. This is something that you need to take serious, because if you don't take your trading rules seriously and you don't take your discipline seriously, quite frankly, my friends, you don't take yourself seriously. And you are looking at yourself as a joke. If that strikes you and it hurts your feelings, don't watch my videos, because at the end of the day, if I break a trading rule, and I've broken hundreds of trading rules over my last 9 years, thousands probably, I look at myself at the end of the day and I tell myself that I am a horrible trader and I deserve to be fired if I was working for a company doing trading on the floor. It is what it is. Imagine if you worked for a trading company or a firm or something, right, where you're in charge of assets and you make trades and you feel that the market's going higher, so you want to put on more size because you feel that the market's going to do something, and you take a big devastating loss. Who's going to be held accountable? Is it the markets that are going to be held accountable, or is it you, the operator, you, the trader, who's going to be held accountable? Most of you guys are so soft, you don't want to hold yourselves accountable, but instead what you want is pity. Instead, what you want is people to feel sorry for yourself. So you go to your spouse or your coworker or your friends and you tell them, man, one day I'm just going to get it, when the markets turn around, or when we go into a bull market, or when the market finally comes to some sense and it starts dropping, I'm going to make some money because I know that the market's going to drop. You don't know anything. Okay. You don't know anything. All you're looking for is some kind of somebody's shoulder to cry on and make you feel better about the mistakes that you're making as a person. Again, I hope this offends people. I hope it does, because the majority of you out there, deserve to and need to be offended. Trust me, when I first started learning how to trade, I broke so many rules that the person who was teaching me how to trade made me for 30 days only be allowed to, because I came from trading equities, stocks, right? They only allowed me to trade 1 share a day. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Sometimes I was in trades and the stock went up $3, $4, $5, where I would have made $300, $400, $500, $1,000 even, and I only made $3 or $4. Do you know how much, how devastating that was to know that I did something right and I was only rewarded $2, $3, or $4? But that's the level of stress tolerance that you need to physically put yourself in and mentally put yourself through to be able to be a better trader. Again, most of you guys out there are too soft. Most of you guys out there just want to see the glitz and the glamour, and you want to see everyone else. Well, I get this a lot on social media as I'm scrolling through YouTube videos or Twitter comments or whatever. I see so many people out there that are so concerned with other traders' success that they want to see their daily P&Ls. They want to see them do live trading, or they want to see and be told what someone else is doing. Most of you guys are concerned with everyone else's pockets a little bit more than your own. You guys are concerned so much with what's going on in my pocket or this person's pocket or that person's pocket that you're completely failing to realize that your pockets are completely depleted when it comes to trading. So instead of worrying about everyone else, why don't you turn around, look at yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself the question, are you doing things correctly? If you're not doing things correctly, then you deserve to continue to lose, and you deserve to continue to have money taken right outside of your hand, just like a baby would get their money stolen from them if I decided to take money from a baby. Now, again, is it the moral thing to do to take candy or money away from a baby? No, but could I do it? 100%. So when you walk into the markets and you break trading rules and you lack discipline, you are a baby where someone else is going to take that candy out of your hand. And in the end, babies don't deserve candy anyways. So take that analogy and put that into perspective. If a baby doesn't deserve to be sucking on a lollipop each and every single day, then you don't really deserve to make any money if you're not going to do the things that you need to do correctly. So stop being so soft, build up some toughness, some emotional strength, some discipline, and actually hold yourself accountable for mistakes that you make. If you break a trading rule, and I want you guys to try this for the next 5 days. If you break a trading rule, tell yourself you just got fired, turn off the computer screen, go do something else. Go to your 9 to 5, go back to bed, go for a walk, do something else. Go cry about it to your spouse, go cry about it to your friends, but you are fired, my friends. Because in this business, if you don't treat your trading with a level of respect, you will be that baby that gets that candy stolen from them, because at the end of the day, babies don't deserve candy anyways. If that makes sense and that resonates with you, give me a thumbs up, a follow, a share, whatever, a comment. If you're emotionally triggered, this video is exactly meant for you. Again, it's not throwing shade and it's not any sign or form of disrespect, but what it is to get you to be more self-aware of you are rewarding bad trading habits. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, you're doing anything crazy. Just the simple fact that you're even allowed to trade your own account or an evaluation account or a prop firm account after you've broken a rule on the same day is preposterous to me. Okay, it's preposterous to me, especially if you're not profitable. Like if you guys are not taking out money and you're not actually finishing green on the day by having a mental, brain fart and slipping up and breaking a trading rule. If you're breaking trading rules and you're not green on the day or the week, you don't deserve to trade. You really don't deserve to even be allowed the privilege. Save it for everyone else. But the point and the harsh fact and reality is these people will continue to show up to the markets, and guess what? That bigger kid is going to come back down, take that candy from that baby. Because what did I say? Babies don't deserve candy anyways. You don't deserve that money that you're trading anyways, because you're not going to treat it with a level of respect. And when you don't treat your trade plan with a level of respect, and you don't treat your money with a level of respect, and you don't get the education to even at least learn what you need to do to treat yourself and that money with a level of respect, you don't respect yourself. And I see it a lot on social media. Everyone's walking through this blur, this daydream, where a lot of people have lacked the respect of themselves for a very, very long time. So they've accepted and they've made it okay to break trading rules and still be given the privilege to trade. If I ran a trading firm where I'm going to give traders my own capital to trade with, and I'm giving them a specific set of rules, guidelines, risk management parameters to follow, and they break them, they're fired. I don't want someone who's not going to follow the rules. I don't want to put money in someone's hand that is going to bend the rules a little bit. Who's someone who's not going to take it serious. I want people who are sharks, people who are executors, high-level executors, who can handle stress and who know how to pull the plug on themselves so I don't have to. Think about that. Can you even be disciplined enough to pull the plug on yourself when you break a rule? Because when you break a rule, you don't deserve the privilege to trade. So if you oversize, if you take trades outside of your process, if you are green on the day and you have a rule where if I'm over $200, I'll stop trading on the day, and you give it all back or you give back half of it, those are days where you don't deserve to trade. You have to pull the plug on yourself and hold yourself accountable. Start holding yourself accountable more. Stop being so soft. Set some trading rules and have the discipline and respect yourselves, and stop disrespecting yourselves, and you will make money and you will see the end of the tunnel. You will see that light at the end of the tunnel. And you're going to start to see things a lot clearly. So regardless of strategy or whatever edge you're using, you're going to start to see that a lot more clear, because you're going to tell yourselves, well, I see the market shooting up 40 points off the gates. Should I take this trade here, or should I wait for my trade? Because if I take this trade and I bend the rules a little bit and I'm wrong, guess what happens? I'm fired. I cannot trade today anymore. I have to hang it up. So do I really want to do that? Or do I want to give myself at least an opportunity to stay in the game? Give yourself the opportunity to stay in the game by doing the right thing. The moment you don't do the right thing, you deserve to be pulled from the trading floor. You deserve to have your computer privileges stripped from you, like a child that sat in the corner and is on timeout. You deserve to be on timeout until you get things correctly. And until, many of you guys out there are parents, okay? Many of you guys out there know the struggle of parenting, and kids bend the rules and they push the boundaries. And sometimes we're stern and sometimes we're strict on them, but other times we're tired. It's been a long day. We don't really want to deal with it, so we let them bend the rules. And what happens? They continue to push the envelope more and more and more and more and more until there's a huge blow up. And when there's that blow up, now the child is crying, you feel bad about yourself, but in all reality, you didn't fix the mistakes that the child was making during the time the child was making them, and you allowed that problem to compound and force a blow up. In trading, you don't fix the problems, you allow them to compound before you finally lose everything up here and you blow up your entire trading account and you're back at ground zero. I hope this video resonates with you. Again, I'm doing these to help, right? I'm doing these to help. Not to say that I'm at a level up here and anyone else is at a different level. But again, I've learned a lot of things over the 9 years. I've struggled a lot. I've been at rock bottom in my trading career. I've felt the pain. I've dealt with it. I've learned how to pick myself back up, and I've learned what works and what doesn't. So I'm sharing information with you that has helped me and give me a way to look at not only life, but my trading and my business in a way that may help you. Okay, in a way that may help you. And if it did, or if you did resonate with this in any way, give me a like, comment, subscribe. To everyone else, I'll see you guys all in the room at Evolution Traders. To much success to all of you.